This side looking to overcome an uncomfortable hurdle here this afternoon and hoping themselves to be an uncomfortable hurdle for somebody higher up the league later on in the competition. The greatest cup competition in the world starts here at the Cottage, Amos Lane, Wednesfield v Hednesford Town. Magic of the cup. That's the magic of the FA Cup, and it's Hednesford away, right to left in the change yellow strip against Wednesfield, red and white stripes. Joe O'Connor, early onslaught for him. And Lambert inside. Wednesfield will be hoping to settle early and keep the game tight for as long as they possibly can. Steve Devine lobbing it forward. A bit of nerves about Stuart Lloyd's clearance, but it breaks kindly for Wednesfield. Terry Knight, ex-Hednesford player of course, edge of the box. Confident opening for him. Now it's Macbeth in the corner for Wednesfield. And the first touch for Scott Cooksey at the moment. Again, it's lobbed forward. This is Macbeth. Not a bad effort. Almost Shakespearean in his approach. And serving warning to Hednesford in this opening 5 minutes. Macbeth's away again, this time down the right for Wednesfield. Ball swung in, and Scott Cooksey tips over. The effort from Knight. But Wednesfield certainly just aren't here to make up the numbers. 20 minutes on the clock. Free kick to Hednesford. Still 0-0 here at Wednesfield in the FA Cup first qualifying round. Steve Devine with it. Well practiced move. Goes to the top corner and brings out a spectacular save from Chris Lunn. Right under the bar. And it's this honest, hard-working Wednesfield side. Goodness me, that's a mistake. Connor's in. And Lee Haynes did the tidying up there. It's longer this time. Lunn's lost it. And off the line by Steve Blackwell. O'Connor didn't really connect with that one, but the bounce took it over the keeper. Now then, here come Wednesfield. Bellingham's through. Dragged the shot wide, but a real opening that for Wednesfield. Help him. But somehow again it's Wednesfield who get the ball out. And Andy Macbeth surges away down the right. Tries to cut inside Kevin Collins. He's going to get there too. All the way across. And an important tackle back from Wayne Simpson. Hednesford Town now trying to stamp their authority on this game. Wednesfield happy to encamp themselves along the edge of the 20-yard box. Now McNally in a little bit of space. Good ball in, and flashing across it was Fitzpatrick. In the end, again the bounce was so decisive as it just took the opportunity away from Fitzpatrick's head. .67 minutes on the clock, still 0-0, and still, in all honesty, no sign of a goal. Can Taylor rectify that? Oh, skews a shot wide. Led the line well at the front. Blackley. Forward they come again, Wednesfield. Space to break for Gary Fitzpatrick. Wide left is Stephen Taylor. Joe O'Connor flashed at the header. And the shackles that France and Lloyd have held on him this afternoon. He broke free once. Just couldn't make the connection. breaks for Fitzpatrick. Joe O'Connor's got beyond them. Can Joe O'Connor finish it? Oh, goodness me. Well, that's a slice of luck that Wednesfield needed. The man got away once. Joe O'Connor, second top scorer in the conference last season. White shirts with big wide grins on their faces. And they've done to Hednesford Town what many a conference side has failed to do. It was a difficult away trip. They've not been beaten. And the kick for O'Connor. Intelligent header from McNally. Plenty of white shirts appearing in the box. Fitzpatrick working again with McNally. Can Fitzpatrick find the cross? He could, but Lloyd found the header. Now Lambert, and a crisp drive from Colin Lambert. A rangefinder from him. Bernard McNally driving forward, waiting for the door to open. Lon's lost it, and again Wednesfield living on the edge of their nerves. They certainly play a stringy defensive game sometimes, and it seems only a matter of time, but we shall see. Corner again. Tyrone Street arrives, and Coming slices it over the top. Forward they come. Tyrone Street, nice piece of skill from him. Fitzpatrick on the chest. Tracking back Andy Macbeth. Free kick again. Lambert rises, and that's the breakthrough. Colin Lambert, it's his third goal of the season. He scored here against Dover on the opening day. Another one against Staley Bridge, but that one sets the ball rolling for Hednesford this evening. Colin Lambert rising from Steve Devine's free kick. It's now here at Keys Park. Steve Essex mounting a leap from him. Impudent back heel from Craig Skitt. Well, Wednesfield certainly haven't been overawed by this occasion. O'Connor races down the right, looks inside, and Tyrone Street. That's two, and that certainly makes up for the earlier miss. Joe O'Connor made it all happen. Tyrone Street applied the finish, and that's the second goal for Hednesford. Well, a little premature perhaps, Wembley from the Hednesford fans. About 11 victories away from that. They might well ruffle some feathers this season. Just as Wednesfield have ruffled the feathers of Hednesford Town, they'll be looking to do it to more illustrious opponents. Now Blackley takes a tumble. Tyrone Street receives gratefully the pass from Lambert. Looks to return the compliment to O'Connor. Giving up nothing, this Wednesfield side. Macbeth, Terry Knight ahead of him on the right. He goes inside. Now he finds Blackwell. Not going to worry Scott Cooksey from that distance. A supporting role from him this evening. Created well for Tyrone Street's second goal. And hugely involved in everything that happens forward for Hednesford. That's the sweetest of passes out to Carty. He's got space now on the right. O'Connor's made the run. O'Connor header. And a classic 1-2 between Joe O'Connor and Paul Carty. Hednesford now 3 goals in front. Keys Park Stadium, they're 3-0 up in this FA Cup first qualifying round replay. And Kevin Haynes and Rod Morris must have had a worried half-time as they try to rally Wednesfield and get them back in this game somehow. Early shot there from Lambert. Scott Cooksey, who joined the Pitmen from Peterborough just over a year ago. Successful first season for him. O'Connor's gone down. The challenge from France. And let's hope that's not too serious for Joe O'Connor. Not requiring treatment. Such is the vigour of these Hednesford players. There were 5 players over the ball at one stage there for this free kick. It'll be Steve Devine with it. Curls one over. Oh, what a peach! Steve Devine picked his spot, and Chris Lunn was scrambling in mid-air. This is John Cottrell now. Pacey run from him. Purr of delight from the fans. And the 3 substitutes combining there. Cottrell, the quick ball in from Derry, and the snapshot from Taylor almost brought the 5th. Great movement that, and Steve Taylor nearly made them pay, but a good save in the end from Chris Lunn. He's certainly earned his wages this evening and on Saturday. FA Cup first qualifying round action from Keys Park. Hednesford Town 4, Hednesford Town 5 should I say. And poor old Wednesfield again undone. Again it was Steve Devine's masterly spot kick. And the header, I think it was Steve Essex. It was one of the big men. It was Andy coming up from the back. Big number 5, and that's 5-0. 5 goals to 0. Cottrell back to Essex. Loose pass. Sharp challenge from Clark. Back up the line again. Steve Taylor. Cottrell in support. Nice reverse pass. And eventually, it's Gary Fitzpatrick. At last, a bit of luck for Gary Fitzpatrick in the box. His 3rd attempt of the evening, and that makes it 6 for Hednesford Town. The FA Cup first qualifying round game. Hednesford too much for Wednesfield this evening. Competently, they've seen off the opposition from the Midland Banks League, and it's